welcome to Meeple Mentor Reviews. I'm Jared, and with me is Holly. We're going to be reviewing Sauria, the Dinosaur Park Survival Game. Check out that artwork, right? This Velociraptor is just like going to kill the dude with the shotgun. I mean, that's pretty awesome. It's for 1 to 5 players, ages 14 and up, and plays in a couple hours. It will. There is a lot of setup involved. If I recall, there was a lot of creating different piles of the lava tokens and separating out the numbered location tiles and then placing those face down, separating out, the cards and the dinosaurs. There's like 3 levels of dinosaur or 4 levels of dinosaurs with like color-coded backs on the card. And that can be the kinds of dinosaurs that you find and uncover.
And then you don't even put all of those in the game that you're playing. You have to separate those out. So
Yeah. So there's a lot of things to player count wise that you got to adjust. So definitely going through the rules every time for setup is important to make sure it gets balanced properly. There are unique encounters that you can do in the game when you land on a specific encounter. That's not been already done. You draw a card and, it's some situation that, involves dinosaurs and, a theme park. And you have options. Usually there's like 3 options that allow you to do certain things, which may or may not be beneficial based on where you are. Because one of the big thematic parts of this game is this dinosaur park is built on an island with a volcano in the center. And slowly, the lava is going to start expanding and growing until it covers pretty much everything except for a few spaces on the outer sides of the map. So the goal here is before that happens, you're going to want to explore, and flip over as many locations as you can and find stuff, especially stocking up on useful items like weapons and
flares. Well,
and
flashlights more than flares.
But there are 3 possible ways that you can leave the island, and that's going to be a big factor of winning. You do have to survive. Do you want to talk about those?
Well, I can't remember exactly what the locations are called. There's the helipad, the docks,
and the bunker.
Bunker, yes. Oh, and the bunker can get destroyed.
You would have to go in the bunker before the lava gets there, and then basically secure
Turn the
yourself
power on,
before the lava hits it. But then you're fine. But if it hits it before you get that taken care of, then it's wiped out.
So not only did you have to find on the outside of this island one of these 3, well, the bunker's inside the island, but one of these 2 locations that you can escape from, you have to do it before the lava gets there.
And not die.
Yes.
Well, so not only that, you also need items and to do certain things to get them to actually work. For the docks, you need the boat repair parts in order to make the boat usable.
Which
and that's
I
an item.
miraculously had.
That's a card that you can search through the deck.
You have to search through the deck, and if I'm not mistaken, there's only one.
No, there's a couple.
Are there a couple?
Yeah, I think there was at least 2.
At least 2 out of that stack.
Now, the helipad, you will have to find like a radio or, make the call before, I believe it was round 13.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Something like that.
Otherwise, it won't work. So, and then...
Well, the helicopter has to come, so...
Yeah.
You gotta call them.
Otherwise, you're just stuck there, and here comes the lava, and you've called no one.
And the dinosaurs, they run from the lava, too. They get panicked. They can have several different states. They can have, like, aggressive state or, like, panic state. Or just, the herbivores usually don't do anything much.
Just hanging out.
They just chill unless they need to run from the lava.
Right.
But the dinosaurs, interestingly, in this game will fight each other.
Yes.
So
which is super fun.
If it's just dinosaurs on a given hex, then they will fight each other to the death. And that means one player will roll for 1 die and another player, or 1 dinosaur, and another player rolls dice for the other dinosaur. And they keep battling it out, adding damage and wounds to each other until one of them dies, which really helps the humans because now that the dinosaur that survived has more damage on it and it's easier to kill. Which some of the goals you might have are killing a certain number of dinosaurs or type of dinosaur or combination of things.
Because you have an objective card.
You have a couple.
That have, well, do you choose from?
I think you're dealt one of your 3. Like every character has different objective cards, but if I remember, you're dealt one of them, and that's the one you use that game.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have one objective card, really, that you're following.
And it has multiple things on it.
Yes, and there's multiple tasks that you have to do that are catered towards the character that you play. For instance, the photographer, you have to get pictures of herbivores and carnivores. I can't remember who I played.
I think I was the ranger the first time.
I had to hide on the hex while 2 dinosaurs were fighting over me.
Yeah.
I did it. It was a nightmare trying to do it. And every time I got close, they started fighting somewhere else.
Yeah.
So the objectives are a lot of fun.
Yeah. The art on the characters and their objectives and their, like the personalities of them are heavily based on, Jurassic Park. And
what?
Yeah,
No.
Yeah. The island's called Isla Sauria.
No. You can't copyright infringe.
This is from Milian Games. This was a Kickstarter, and like I said, there's dice rolling for combat, both for dinosaurs and for you fighting dinosaurs. You can melee attack, but it's very, very dangerous. Ranged attack and weapons are ideal, so you don't immediately get hurt. And you have action points to spend on your turns, which are represented by green cubes that you would slide over or move over to do certain actions.
On your player board.
Yeah, and that's where certain characters would have an easier time doing certain actions more often or better.
Yes.
So there's a lot of variability to the gameplay in each character that you use. And even though it plays up to 5 people, there's, I think, at least 8 characters.
I think the characters also, some of them at least start with items.
Yeah, some do. Which can be very beneficial.
Very beneficial.
Or general type of abilities. It is very thematic. It can get a little crazy as everything starts getting closer and closer to the edge where people don't want to walk over lava because you start taking damage on that.
Right.
And to reset your cubes so that you can use all your good actions, you got to take a rest turn, and so that can slow you down. But overall, it's a lot of fun. I think the rules are complex to teach, but once you start playing, it's not bad.
Yeah, once you get the hang of it, it's pretty straightforward.
And so, because we had a fairly new gamer play with us one of the plays, and he caught on, but it was definitely a learning curve to try to explain how all the different mechanisms work. I think the most complicated part is how the dinosaurs move because of their states.
Yeah.
And so really only one person needs to manage that and figure out where they move, but it's important that everybody kind of knows how they're gonna come after you or someone else.
Right. And we asked for that clarification many times.
And that's fine. It's just there's a lot of systems at work in play so that one player doesn't have to be the dinosaurs, because they've got AI rules for everything and how it moves. But when that happens, that means there's just gonna be a lot of administrative work, to keep the game moving. Which means there's gonna be a little bit more rules than some of your other dinosaur-themed games. I enjoyed it. I like it a lot. Of course, I'm a big dinosaur fan, and I could see this being a movie. They should make a movie like this. That would be a cool idea.
Yeah, they should. Yeah. Wouldn't that be great?
I can't believe no one's thought of it yet.
I mean, wow.
That's Sauria, the Dinosaur Park Survival Game.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, so the people in this game, the characters, they're just visiting. They have nothing to do with the construction of the park. I know there's other games out there that you are building and managing, a theme park. This one you are not. This one you're just there and trying to survive. And that could be a lot of fun. So if you want a heavy fairly long dinosaur themed romp in a land where the lava just like slowly overtakes everything, and then thereby adds stress to the gameplay. As far as, I mean, man,
It can get a little frantic.
it can get frantic at the end, but that's part of the charm of it. If that's what you're looking for, this is a lot of fun. I did see that not a whole lot of people survived at the end to even score their points, because you have to survive to score.
I can't remember if I survived.
You did on one of the plays.
I know I did on one, but on
Yeah.
that really harrowing, I can't remember if I did or not. I probably didn't.
Leave your comment below and give us your opinion.
Did you survive?
Did you survive? And hey, if you've played Sauria, let us know. And yeah, this has been our review. I recommend playing it, especially if you like dinosaur games and dinosaur theme parks. And but again, this is mostly the survival aspect of that, not the creation and building and things. So park management, not that.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not Jurassic Ark Nova. It's not.
No. But it is fun. It's pretty thematic, and you will need a big table, I think, for this one.
Yeah.
There's a lot to set up and have its own dedicated area and stuff. But I liked it. So that's been our review. And I've been Jared.
I'm Holly.
And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.